And the stars. So who are the stars in this? Once everyone goes to sleep and she retires with her husband, no, it's a little unclear. Isn't that when the sexual activity would happen? The house is ruled solely by all the maidens. Those are they're imagining some amount of wealth, I suppose. Here, because there are servants, and those servants are the stars in this sun. You know, sun is male of the household, moon is female, and the stars are the, the servants who also represent angels, who remain in the house to array it consummately. Right, so there is this kind of consummation going on. Afterwards, the house returns to the rule of the male by day, all fittingly. So then the pattern happens again. The way that the Arizal took this, according to Rabbi Chaim Vital, Rabbi Loria, is the following. So what are the transfer points? So he actually, he deepened it quite a bit. What's the transfer happening at night and what's the transfer happening in the day? So there are Shacharit and Ma'ariv form the transfer. They're like for the Mikubalim, the prayer services represent the transfer of domain from which portion, which gender of God we're going, is which energy is in charge. And that's why both are mentioned in each. In Shacharit, we say, Golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or, right? The light becomes light, fades in the light of darkness and darkness in the day. And at night we say umavir yomu maybe laila umavdil bin yom uve laila, who passes day and creates night and separates between day and night. So each of the morning prayers represent a feature of the night and the day, even though Shacharit, the morning prayer, is only about the morning and the night prayer is only about the night, but both of them mention the transfer of night to day and day to night. The reason they do that, says the Arizal, is because there's a transfer happening of divine energy based on this paragraph in the Zohar, primarily in a certain sense. This is maybe the first and therefore the essential statement of it. And in his mind, Shema represents, and the blessings of the Shema represent actually foreplay in his in his statement of it. And the Amidah, particularly the last blessing of Sim Shalom, of peace, represent a climax or orgasm, as he states it in his thing. And so he has meditations that go along with that estimation of it. But so you actually get in the Lorianic interpretation of this passage, which I'm giving because I think the Lorianic interpretation is very close to the original sense. It's just slightly more specific or linked to liturgy, but it's not much different. That there are two consummations occurring. One occurs at night and one occurs in the morning. Right? At the night, it's the transfer to the female, and in the morning, it's the transfer uh, to the male. He actually imagines that the nighttime transfer is not the Ikar, it's not the main one. That's in kind of preparation for the morning. The morning is the most essential kind of transfer in his system. But I don't know if it's obvious from this passage just upon reading it.